The universe, said the French philosopher Pascal, is an infinite sphere whose centre is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. Wherever it is that we stop to listen, wherever we stop to watch, that place becomes, for that moment, the centre of the universe.
All these wounds and blackened hands at the table, silence is cold. We're all hungry, but we don't eat. We're not able, our appetite's gone. Never had nothing from the top. We fed off the scraps that we got. With these fractured smiles you think we could hide, but it's written on our skin. Come burn my eyes, I wanna see you clear. Just one more time before we disappear. Chills on the left of me, not still. Our eyes have seen enough. Discord eats the lining inside of us as we lay down to rot. None of these pills make it feel any better. I hang off the table, it's easier to see. From here the sky looks close, but I'm falling in thought again. Can't burn my eyes, I wanna see you clear. Just one more time before we disappear. Ah, yeah, come and burn my eyes. Commercials and open stream lays bare all the things we've done. Blackened hands can't undo mine. I'm sewn to the colors that run. Could you take it from me this time? Could you take me away from this highlight reel that plays over and over and over and over and over again? Come burn my eyes, and I wanna see you clear. Just one more time before we disappear. Ah, yeah, come and burn my eyes. Come and burn my eyes.
Seasons change. Every year I look forward to experiencing the quarterly shifts in seasons. I anticipate staring at the wondrous nature of newborn lambs on the hills of Portlaoise and the bright bed of canary daffodils that blossom in spring. I look forward to staring up at the bitter, choppy, grey evening sky in the Midlands, breathing in the fresh air of Mount Mellick's newly fallen autumn rain. I reminisce over the homey ambience, walking down the streets of Laois during the holiday seasons. I cherish the changing of seasons as the sunset begins to sparkle on the lake during spring. Everything seemed to change, but last year, one thing remained the same. March 2020. In the spring of 2020, we witnessed the annual change around us. I crossed the smoky brick wall and peer over at the calm-running Dining River, admiring the pure nature of my surroundings. I admire the picturesque British lake on a spring morning, as the hovering trees looming above begin to produce their annual buds and flowers. I stare at the aquamarine blue waters of Abbey Granston Loch, appreciating its soothing ripples. I peer over on the ridge of Carpet, over at the spring fields and newly born lambs. But the introduction of coronavirus didn't cause us to think that it will linger and not change, unlike the changing seasons. In the summer of 2020, the seasons changed again. I could now gape over the beauty of the summer flowers in Haywood Gardens and its particularly beautiful pastel blooms. I could stroll the Gash Gardens and appreciate the wondrous fresh air of a warm summer's day. I spent a day taking an adventure in Clampo, Waterford, as I leaped from rock to rock, surrounded by running, sparkling water, who beamed beneath the sun. When I preferred, I could tour Agbo Abbey, filling my mind with all sorts of historical adventures, instead of going on my own one. However, despite this significant change, we continue to hear about the lurking coronavirus. Everything around us changed. Our newly spacious schedules, the prolonged gleaming sun in the sky, the warm, hot climate, but some things didn't change. The worries of the spreading virus remain constant and fill the bright sunny air with gloom. In the autumn of 2020, I spend my days touring Tuffer Woods or the Black Hill Woods, whichever I choose, gazing up at the warm-coloured leaves who accessorize the towering trees. I stroll up the Glen Barrel trailhead on the Sleeve Blooms or the Rock of Dunamaise to witness its intricate beauty and the atmosphere of autumn. But once again, we still continue to hear about news about the dreaded virus, as worries about starting with schools were rife. In the winter of 2020, I choose to explore the classical style of Emo Courts and Stradbally Hall, taking in the grandiose mansions full of history and wealth as the winter showers begin to start. Or I'd rather tour Ballyadam's Castle in the winter breeze as I process the beauty of the grey scenic skies and bare-balled trees. It seems no change has occurred globally, despite the constant global shifts in seasons. Despite this, we can appreciate and enjoy the beauty of Laois throughout these times. We can find comfort and escapism by the power of nature. We can find comfort in our history together. We can find comfort in the beauty of Laois.